Contractors of Colorado. It is your host, Andrew Lavrins, with another episode of the Contractors of Colorado podcast. Today, our guest is Terrence Mullen with Tommy Tire. Before we jump in, just a quick shout out to our sponsors, the Business Foundry here, who supports us in several ways, podcast room, business mentors. I'm in their business accelerator program right now. So website development, platform development, just general business plan, business roadmap, everything I need for my business. They've been a huge help, so thank you. And another shout out to the Builders Outlet, one of our best supporters, being a sponsor, and they are a cabinets, windows, trim, material supply shop up in Denver. So give them a call. Tell them you're with the Contractors of Colorado. They will take care of you. All right. Terrence, how are you, sir?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Good. It's really good to have you here. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, we got a community of contractors here, and they all need tires. So tell us a little bit about yourself personally.
Like you said, my name's Terrence. I'm 28 years old and recently married just this past weekend, so it's pretty exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Tommy Tire is a family-run thing, so I got, with my dad, work with him. I got my brother, sister.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Any hobbies?
Oh, yeah. I'm a big movie buff. Love to watch me some good movies.
Good. Awesome.
Yep. And love cooking, reading, things like that.
Video games, I believe we talked about for a little bit last time we got together.
I dabble in gaming just a little bit, right?
Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Well, with all that in mind, tell us a little bit about the business side now. Tommy Tire, family owned, you mentioned. Mm-hmm. Been doing this for a while. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it is family owned and operated. Me and my dad own it. We run it together. And even beyond that, we have my cousin Joe, who also works with us. He does all the sales kind of stuff, going out to see new people, meeting them, bringing them in, all that kind of fun stuff. And my dad has been doing tires for over 40 years. He started back in Red Hook, New York, on the docks, loading and unloading tires, things like that. Then, moved out here when I was just a little kid, still doing tires, right? And just last April, we decided to open up Tommy Tire together. And yeah, things have been going really well. It's been great working together.
Awesome. Yeah, it's, your dad's a great guy. That's the first thing I noticed is he's answering phones. He's like, I'm so sorry. And then he has to go take a phone call and moves in the other room. And I just hear him, having good personal conversation that also then blends right into business and getting problems solved and doing all that.
Exactly.
So it's really cool. Tell us about the services you provide to the contractor community, because it's just tires, but it's not just tires. There's a lot more that you do when it comes to helping out on job sites, things like that.
Right. So we have a huge variety of tires. So not just truck tires, not just passenger vehicle tires. Like we do agricultural equipment. We do have construction vehicles as well. We do sell some like wheels, but that's not the main focus that we have, obviously. We can do repairs on some tires if someone gets a nail in their truck being on the work site or, a piece of wood or whatever like that, we're able to kind of patch that up if it's not too bad. Yeah.
So construction equipment tires as well, not just your truck or your fleet vehicles.
Exactly.
Awesome. Right. Tell us about your service area.
Pretty much almost all of Colorado. Obviously, our shop is located in Denver, right off like I-76 in Havana, something like that. But we are able just to deliver tires down to, Colorado Springs, Parker, up into the mountains like Glenwood Springs, Gypsum. So pretty much all over. Most of it's like overnight delivery, same day, if not maybe 2 days at most, something like that.
Yeah, that was one thing that was really exciting during our conversation. I was like, man, I would love to have you guys as a supporter to the community or as a preferred affiliate. You're in that program with us, being our go-to tire supplier. But I'm like, how does this work if they just have a shop in Denver? Not everyone in this group is even close to Denver. We're all over Colorado. So how does this work? And you're like, oh, well, we do service jobs on site. We have installers all over. We ship everywhere. And I was just like, oh, perfect. This is a home run of a conversation.
We try to make it easy for you guys, right?
Yeah, that's fantastic. In that vein, what got you interested in helping contractors and their families?
Well, I mean, everybody needs tires, right? And it's not something really people think about until it's too late. You know what I mean? It's your tire's already flat, and now you gotta last second kind of figure that out. And I'm always been a big fan of kind of helping people out when they need it. So especially with something like this where people need to get work done, you got to figure something out. So we try to be convenient in that aspect and help you out whenever we can.
Yeah, you have a background in education, right? Which I believe lends really nicely into a sales style, if you will. It's everybody that we bring on as verified affiliates. We don't appreciate sales here. We appreciate educate up until the point where you're like, thank you. You
Right.
solved my problems. What's next?
Right.
That's
been a big thing with, learning from my dad and also kind of blending the education aspect into it's not just, you're not just trying to push tires onto people, right? It's like you look at people's tires. If you don't need to buy a tire, then it's like, great, we won't try to sell it to you. But if we notice while we're putting on one of your other ones, it's like, hey, man, you got a big crack on your sidewall here. You might want to start thinking about replacing it. We can get you a used one now. We can replace it right now if you'd like, something along those lines. But, blending that and not forcing sales has been pretty great experience.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you run across with contractors? Do you have any good stories for us?
Let's see. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've answered the phone and then people are just like, man, my tire just totally blew up on I-70. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm stuck here. And we're like, well, how far are you? They're like, oh, I'm right off, like I-70 and Pecos or something like that. We're like, that's 5 minutes from us, man. Like, bring it on in if you can. If not, we'll get the service truck to you, take the tire off, fix it, or bring you a brand new one, mount it right there for you.
Yeah, that's one of the things when I pulled into the shop because I wanted to go see where you guys were located. I was like, this is a killer spot.
Yeah.
You guys are right. We started talking a little bit. I just can't help myself with the marketing background back in the day. It's just like, man, you guys got to pop up on Google My Business everywhere. And you're like, yeah, this is exactly why we're here. Is it's such a good spot. We can really get anywhere quickly. And so that's cool. Do you have anything you want to share with the community? As kind of some final thoughts or last words here?
Definitely check your tires regularly, especially if you're on a job site where you're on a lot of dirt roads or there's a lot of debris. Stay on top of it, get ahead of it. That way you're not in a bad situation to where it's like, well, I can't use this equipment that I need to get work done today, and now everything's delayed.
That's a huge piece of why I think having a tire shop involved as a verified affiliate or preferred member of this group makes a lot of sense. Is the last thing we need while on a job site is our equipment to not be functioning, and tires are a huge piece of that. Like, I've been on job sites before where we were held up by not having our vehicles ready to go, and it's from the owner perspective. It's not just, oh, our equipment's down. Let's load it up on the truck. Let's run it out to a tire shop. Let's get the tire put back on. Let's get it back. And, oh, cool, 20 minutes wasted. No, that's a full day or more, especially if these shops don't have the relationships you do to get the tires that they need quickly, let alone show up on site and be able to handle those kind of things. So that's a huge reason why I think it makes sense that you're here. Really appreciate you coming out today and sharing with the community what it is that you do. Some things that I noticed I wanted to just mention that set you guys apart, other than all of those things, are family owned in a true sense. Not our family bought a franchise and did all that. Like you said, your dad started unloading tires on the docks and then moved the family out to Colorado and has really built his life around tires, and now you're second generation, and now you're got your own family doing the same thing. So congratulations on getting married.
Thank you.
Man, it's been really great having you. So thanks for coming out.
Yeah, and I appreciate you having me out here doing this. It's been a pretty exciting experience for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, congratulations on the marriage. Congratulations on the shop. Contractors. The Tommy Tire, they're here to help you, as all our verified affiliates are. There's some good ones, and there's There's a lot that they can provide. So if you find yourself in a pinch, please have this number saved in your phone. We'll provide all the contact info in the post here with this video. So please feel free to reach out. There's a reason why they're here. That's it for today. We're going to give one more shout out to our sponsors, Business Foundry, for all your business accelerator needs, marketing, financial advising, business planning, anything that you need for your business. This is really a great spot to stop first. And again, thank you to the Business Foundry for hosting this podcast here in their media room. And Builder's Outlet for all your material needs, cabinets, windows, doors, trim, some appliances every now and again. Give them a call. They've helped out several members of this group. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.